Yes, and I start on a celebratory note. I returned to Abeokuta last week via train, and I'm happy to report that Ladering Road, the link from the station into the city, is now motorable. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Woo! And this feels like a personal victory for me. A year ago, I raised concerns about that road here at the table. The monologue went viral and sparked a series of actions. Recall that the Ogun State House of Assembly had mandated the governor to fix that road, despite the jurisdictional issues over it being a federal road. The good news is that the NRC put out a tweet last week thanking the state government, that's the Ogun State government, for the reconstruction. Now, that's a huge win for commuters and a reason to consider the train if you're traveling from Lagos to Abeokuta. This is what journalistic impact looks like. The media's constitutional mandate is to hold power to account, and governance should center on the welfare of the people. And when institutions fall short, the press must shine the light. And now to Ibadan-Ife-Ilesha Road in southwestern Nigeria. Again, recall that following a trip to Osun State at Easter, I'd mentioned the deplorable condition of that road. Well, veteran editor and columnist Lasisi Olagunju has amplified it in the Tribune with a piece titled The Shame of Ibadan-Ife-Ilesha Road. Hear him. Nigerians of all states lose lives and limbs on that road daily. Death by installments on the road is harrowing, and it's a daily experience. He described that road as the worst in Nigeria, a death trap connecting 3 states to Lagos and the north. I'd asked whether the Oni of Ife uses that road on his many Lagos trips. Lasisi takes it further, questioning why 3 federal ministers, 8 senators, and numerous APC and PDP representatives from the affected states have remained silent as that road deteriorates. Really, if the federal government cannot maintain vital interstate roads, perhaps it is time to devolve responsibility to the states they traverse. Infrastructure affects lives. The press must continue to amplify these issues, not just to report, but to drive change.
O'Shea traveling journalist.
Same press that Andy is.
So you see, Andy, we're doing.
You people have to talk about.
We are, and I'm going to take you up on that.
My response to advocacy is very short. If we are still complaining about road, how difficult is it to make a road, to build road in the 21st century? People are going to space.
We are still dealing with roads. I hear you.
Road. We have tar, we have bitumen, we have engineers. Road. I mean, make other people talk. I don't have anything.
I'm really glad that the road, that train station to the city road has been fixed. About 3 years ago, I went to Abeokuta for a GFA event. And then when I came out, I was like, oh, nice train station.
Exactly.
And then I got outside because I was like, what?
It's such a contrast, right?
How? Why? And every single day they say, oh, Zuma, come to Abeokuta. Nice to meet you. You know, but
Safe journey,
but I'm not really sure, you know, I'm ready to put myself through that again. But now that it has been done, it will be a delight to get to experience the new road. So we're talking about that small road in Abeokuta, right? Yeah. Have you seen the Oyo-Ogbomosho road?
Okay, now.
So that road has been in construction for the past 25 years. It has been awarded and re-awarded multiple times. Thousands of lives have been lost on that road.
Have you seen Kwara to Niger State?
Hold on. You know, and then it recently got re-awarded again, March 2025. They canceled the initial contractors' contracts and then, you know, started engaged a new one. And they gave a June 2026 completion date. Hopefully, we will get to see. I mean, I grew up on that road. And 25 years later, it's still the same thing. And that is the major link we're connecting the north and the south. I mean, there's nowhere you want to go. You're coming from Niger, you're coming from Kano, you're coming from wherever to Lagos, you have to pass through that road. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think something you shared and what you have just said, you know, I just started thinking that if amplification is solving the problem, maybe that's what should be done, maybe more systematically. You know, if there was a platform you know, for advocating for specific roads. You know, this road is bad. The people in the area, this is bad with the
They
videos.
know.
And I know they know, but you know, it's the shame and the amplification. It's not for themselves. It's to embarrass the people that are, you know, embarrass them into action, the people that are responsible for ensuring that these roads are working. So if there was somewhere where people could put up, this road is bad, look at the video, see how terrible it is. And I've seen it happen. And when that is done, it looks like something happens.
Well, sometimes, I mean, remember the Ota Road? There's a particular horrific road there. People talked about it. Even this Ladering Road. People talked about it many times. Nobody was listening until somebody did a video. Until I went there and I put them on the spot.
Yeah.
So I think our government likes being put on the spot and being dragged.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, why?
Yeah.
That Ife-Ibadan-Elisha Road is horrific. I haven't seen potholes as big as craters. I mean, diversions, multiple diversions, you lose count. If you're new on that road, you're probably going to have an accident because those who ply the road know where to how to meander and all of that. No,
You are
it's not
describing
nice.
thousands of routes.
In
How many
Nigeria, I
videos
mean,
are
like
we
pretty
gonna
much
do?
everywhere you turn.
We keep giving the descriptions. We keep talking. Yinka.
I
And you
mean,
call out who is responsible
we call them
call
out.
out the number of deaths.
I think kudos to you for the advocacy on the about the train ride and all that. I was having a conversation recently with my sister, and she asked me that these your advocacies, do they listen? That was a question she
Do
asked.
they work? You know.
Do they listen? You know, you guys spend a lot of time with it, but do they listen? And I said, yeah, they do. They do. They might not necessarily make a lot of noise about it, but they do. You know, and I quoted a few examples. For instance, the one when we talked about the terrible travel experience at the Lagos airport, at the international airport.
Even Nel Fund, the one you talked about, is getting attention.
It's getting
now.
a lot of attention right
It's
now.
getting
as well.
attention.
Yeah. So I said they listen, they see it, but they don't necessarily make a lot of noise, but they come at the back end to try to like manage the communication. Sometimes they don't like it, so they come and try to like share the experience. One thing we must not do is stop.
Yeah.
We must not stop because it can be very frustrating to spend a lot of time doing what we do here, and it doesn't seem as if there is resolution or there is progress. But we must not stop. We have to keep advocating. We have to keep saying it. We have to keep shaming.
Yes,
Which is why I believe in naming and shaming.
Yes,
The idea of just making it easy for them. No, let's put them on the spot. Let's give them the solutions, okay? And let's also make sure that they get the kind of attention, it gets the kind of attention that it deserves. I know that there are a lot of challenges that we're facing as a country. But like Zuma said, this particular road has been awarded and re-awarded. So it's not as if it was not in the attention of the government. It's just corruption has taken place, basically. So we just have to keep doing what we're doing, whether they're listening or not.
They're actually listening.
They are listening.
Yeah.
They are. Thank you, everyone. But you see, we will keep shining the light on issues that matter to ensure that we give them the attention that they deserve.
Flowing with that, let me say that our boys matter. It's time we match this value with action.